Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Replay Mega Man 03. In the last part, Copy X Mark II kind of exploded. Neo Arcadia has completed a giant elevator. We do not know its purpose. They're bringing up something from deep underground. Can you investigate? So if they're bringing something from deep underground, isn't that technically its purpose? Just saying. Don't do anything dangerous, Zero. Then stop sending me on these missions! That aside, though, this is actually one of my favorite missions in the game, which is weird because I think in my original Let's Play, out of these 4 stages, I took this one on last for some reason. I think it's because this is the one that had the non-elemental boss. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you right now is that you're going to need the recoil rod a lot in this stage, especially if you're going for all the secret discs. I'm not, but, well, at least not in this run, I can do that all off-screen. But you're going to need it, especially for the second, 5th, through... Actually, it's more like the halfway point, really, but it's a good amount of the stage you're going to need it for. Now, also, I should mention off-screen, I equipped the Quickfoot chip, which is kind of redundant because I already have the Cyber Elf on, but now I can take off that Cyber Elf. I don't even know why I still have it on, because I don't think they stack. Also, if you're going for 100% secret discs, there is a really dickishly hidden one in this vertical section. At the very bottom of it, on the left wall, there is a section you can destroy with the recoil rod. You can see it, it's just that your health bar blocks it when you're actually down. So, right there, yeah, you can break that and you can get, I think, the boss's secret disc back there. When I did a 100% secret disc run on the DS collection, which I've barely mentioned at this point for any of the 3 games, I believe. I think I've only mentioned it 1 or 2, maybe 3 times. That was the last one I found. Anyway, welcome to a majority of the stage, the actual giant elevator. A lot of the enemies here go down to one shot of the recoil rod, be it because they get knocked off the actual elevator, or because it actually just damages them enough. Though I should warn you, make sure you kill enough of these enemies on the actual thing if you're going for their secret discs, because their secret discs can in fact fall into the bottomless pit. So be careful. Also, I need to ask this. Am I the one that sees a face on the actual elevator down the very bottom center of the screen? That always looks like a face to me. Also, the background here reminds me a lot of Mega Man ZX Advent. No, not ZX Advent, ZX. Then again, it's the same stage, because that stage appears in both. Really wish I could record those games, because I do want to get to them at some point, because I do like them. Anyway, going back to what's on the screen, we have this guy back from 01. And he's just as easy. Mind you, he doesn't take 2 charge shots this time. But as long as you keep him in a lock, you're pretty good. He hurts though, so watch out. He can charge at you and send 2 bullets that go in arcs. Kind of annoying, but nothing too bad. I like the sprite work. Now, it's in this section we actually get another new enemy for the game. I think they're called Pantheon Fists. One should be appearing as soon as I take out this little wave of enemies here, actually. Yeah. Be careful of these guys. As their name suggests, they attack with their giant fists. However, those fists not only hurt, but they have a large amount of knockback, to the point where I think unless you're at the very extreme of a side of the elevator and get knocked towards the opposite side, you will be knocked into the bottomless pit and die. And even then, I'm not so sure. I think maybe even if they do hit you when you're on one extreme, they can knock you over the other. Think, keyword, as usual. I don't like to take chances with them. Thankfully, they go down in one jump slash. And that's the giant elevator, so pretty much we're close to the end of the stage. Anyway, I'm getting out my buster here because the floaters are actually in this half of the stage. And blowing up bombs is a good thing to do. Well, when you're away from them, obviously. Now, here's the funny thing. I actually remembered that secret disc that I told you about that was dickishly hidden during my recording session. But I thought it was in this section. And what's funny is that I think I actually did show off that secret disc in my actual original Let's Play. Mind you, I think I've gotten a lot more secret discs in this one because I go back into all the stages and such. But yeah. Though, mind you, that really adds time to your clock. Though actually 0-3 is also the game I've beaten the fastest, I think around 43 minutes in Ultimate Mode on the DS collection. Not sure how I did that, though. Grrr. So you're Zero. You're so tiny I almost stepped on ya. My name is Trestista Calvarian of Vials Numbers. Your neck is so tiny. I'll snap it with one chomp. Grrr. Trestista, other than obviously being somewhat based off Cerberus, or Kerberos, or whatever the hell you prefer, is a very troubling boss. First off, he's the only one out of the 8 Vials Numbers, or the 8 Gentle Judges, or Mavericks, or whatever the hell you want to call them, to have 3 health bars. Attack-wise, he can use those little heads as actual projectiles by having them jump out and do this little projectile attack. He has a lot of touch damage. In fact, I think he has the highest touch damage out of all of them. And he can also jump up and grab one of 2 things. He can grab an iron bar, bend it, and throw it like a boomerang like he's doing now. Or he can jump up, grab a box, and throw it. Now, first off, the box, when he throws it, can instant kill you, so be careful of that. And after he throws it, you can either jump behind it or on top of it and jump over him when he does a shoulder tackle into it. Very simple attacks, but they hurt. But he's not an overly hard boss, it's just the fact that he can be really annoying if you're not prepared. Charge shots are your best friend as usual. Huh? Zero? Where'd you go? I don't see ya. My whole body hurts. Ouch, ouch. Grrr. But yeah, a boss can be somewhat annoying, but the actual stage, other than the other possibilities of instant death, isn't that bad. And for beating it, we get the Absorber Body Chip, which cuts recoil down to none. And you also get Gale Attack, my favorite EX skill in the game. Now, also, the Absorber Body Chip, I could have sworn it also halved damage, but I'm going to need to look that up. Thank you, Zero. It looks like that elevator was being used to carry mass amounts of E-crystals. But I wonder, what was Vial up to with all that energy? I guess we'll find out eventually. But yeah, the recoil chip turns you into a nice little shade of gray, and the Gale Attack, you dash, and you press the attack button. I love it so much. That's a pretty big hitbox, too. And it's powerful. Anyway, now we're going after this guy. Containers have fallen out of a spaceship, which fell into snowy plains. It is possible they contain data about Omega or Vial. We sent a scouting party, but the Neo-Arcadian forces are too strong, and they cannot pass. We would like you to reinforce them and retrieve the data. Do you accept? Sure, it's not like I have any other choice, do I? Though, thinking about it, that's actually one of my favorite things that games do, is when, if you say no, they give you a bad ending. Like, I immediately think of Golden Sun, actually. Ah, Mr. Zero! The enemy's waiting in ambush up ahead. There's no way we can break through. Mr. Zero, if you make an opening, we'll follow you. As a nice level, you can probably guess it's going to have some ice physics, but thankfully not too many. A unique gimmick that this stage has, though, in the later half, is that there are 1-tile-wide snow pathways over bottomless pits that will collapse when you walk on them. But the big gimmick is this guy. This is a Pantheon mace, I think. I'll put the real name up on screen. And as you can see, you can ride the snowboards. The snowboards are the fastest way to travel in this stage, and they also really hurt enemies. Like, they kill almost everything in one hit, including themselves, I think. And they can also cause secret discs to get knocked out to you and such. It's actually really cool. The only thing you have to stand about them is the Game Boy Color soundbite. Ooh, no, single digit. That likely means that is a head chip. No, I think that's actually a foot chip. Isn't it? I know by exploring all the stages off-screen that I've done this part, I found the quick charge head chip, which I think I'm actually going to replace the auto recover with. What that does is it makes your charges go much more quickly. And I like that. I like that a lot. I do like how there's 2 paths to this stage, actually. You can go the higher one or the lower one. And like Sonic, I think the higher path is also less dangerous, but also safer. Also, fun fact, this isn't the first take of this stage. I had to plug my laptop in off-screen because, things happened and my computer almost shut down, and I also figured out I was actually using the external mic on my computer, which I haven't used, I think, since my original Mega Man 2 Let's Play or something, or was it my Akamajo Densetsu Let's Play? Either way, it sounded like crap, so I had to redo the entire thing. And also, either way, we're refighting this guy again. Or, refighting this guy again, that's redundant! We're refighting this guy. Except this time he actually has a definable weakness. He's very clearly weak against fire. Attack-wise, this thing can slow you down with that little snowfall attack, and then it has a little snowball. Nothing too hard, honestly. Also, get used to seeing silver, because this is what I'm going to have on for the rest of the game. Extra life hidden in there. Why are there bees in an Antarctic area? Bees. My god. I absolutely love The Wicker Man, by the way. It's a terrible movie, but that's why I love it. Then again, I say that for a lot of movies. Super Mario Brothers and such. Yeah, I say that a lot. Anyway, we made it to the spaceship, which I think was actually in the background at the beginning of the stage. Since we're in a snow area, boss is weak against fire, so get that out. Is that it? Ha! That container was on Omega's ship, so you see, it's ours. Has the legendary hero stooped to thievery? How deplorable. As king of the snow plains, I do hereby judge your crime. I, Glacial Cactank of Vile's numbers, have reached a verdict. The punishment for thievery is death. This phallically shaped cactus is very obviously weak against fire, and he's honestly really easy. He likes to swing his arms around while shooting at ice in various different ways. You can also just use it as a plain old mace, which actually gets implemented into his EX skill, if I recall. Oh, my. Not stopping at thievery. You also defy Lord Vile? Lord Vile's new order will issue judgment upon you. Ah! Stage is interesting. The boss is really easy, as you just saw. The one thing about with the boss you have to keep in mind is the fact that he causes icicles to fall from the ceiling. And we get the spike foot chip, which makes you not take, not slide on slippery surfaces. There's the quick charge head chip. Never mind, I got it here. And we also got orbit shield, which is pretty much when you press down with a shield boomerang charge, it'll orbit around you. Or I like to also call it the boss destroyer. I'll show you why next part. We've discovered the data inside the container. Mr. Zero, we've recovered all the data. I'll continue searching for more data. Mission completed. Commencing transfer. Zero, thank you. I'm analyzing all the data you recovered for us. We may be able to figure out what Vile's attempting to do by analyzing past data. I'll do my best. Alright, but with that, I'm gonna need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 7, we'll be heading after some more Mavericks as usual. See you guys then.